Okay. All right. This is just a test, you all. I'm trying to see how this is going to work. Genesis, I need you for a minute. I want to try to use one of my daughter's tools. Could you your little board, little drawing board, could I use that?
What drawing board?
Little electronic thing.
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Oh, come on, Genesis.
I don't.
You don't have nothing like that?
I got one, but it's broken. Like,
You don't have a stylus with it?
no, I don't.
Whatever happened. I wanted to see if I could use that for my audience.
Yeah, that.
Okay, well, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Okay, so I got to think of something else. I guess I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. A piece of paper. Let's see here. I don't know if you all could see these numbers on here. And from this angle, it's going to be hard for me to draw. Because I actually need my camera like right in front of me. I really need my camera like right in front of me. Oh, yeah. Help me move this table back some so I could. Lift it, just lift straight up. Okay. I want to see if I can get this thing in front of me. Let's see here. Man, this thing got a long cord on it. All right. Let's see if I can get it now. I got this camera right in front of me. So I don't know if you all can see this, but the next time I do this, I want to do it with a pen instead of a pencil. Because a pen is going to be able to show up a lot darker and more distinct. And unfortunately, on my screen, this is flipped. But when I play it back on the playback, I want to play it back in the, the right. Way you can see it properly. Okay. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit so the camera could be right up on it. I guess that's clear enough. And where it's not clear, I can just hold the paper up to it and let you all see that. right there. I could just move the paper. You know, the light. You know, right now, what I'd like to do is just go through this. This is just a test run, y'all. I'm just trying to see how to do this because I want you all to see me draw out every single part, come up with every single measurement. I want to show you how I got every single measurement. I want to show you the theory behind every single measurement. Now, I can't see the chat room right now for some reason. I'm trying to get there. I see somebody's in the room, at least one person's in the room. So, and I'm getting all this set up for next Monday. Next Monday is going to be the debut of the actual class. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec. Upcoming. That's what. Upcoming live now. Hold on a second. I think I got it. Okay. This is not what I want. Is this it? I guess this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is taking me to the chat room. So I can see if I have any comments and see exactly. I don't know. Can you guys see the numbers, the writing on the paper legibly, clearly? It looked like I'm going to have to go buy me a one of these little electronic boards so you all can see real clear exactly what I'm drawing because this pencil writing is a little light. I think the next time I'm going to come on here, I'm going to do another test before Monday. And I'm going to do another test, but next time I'm going to have everything written down in ink because I want to see how clear it is in the video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one from scratch. We're going to do a roof pitch that whatever roof pitch you want to pitch, combination of a roof you want to pitch, use. We're going to use that, and we're going to build a roof. Okay. So I want to leave it to the audience to give me what pictures do you want on a roof, what kind of overhang you want on the roof, and all that good stuff. That's what we're going to do. Okay, let me go back to my other screen because I want to see how clear is this to you all. Can you see these measurements? Can you see this writing? If you can, put a one on the screen in the chat. But it's somewhat clear. Now, on my screen, it's showing backwards. It's showing everything in reverse. I don't know if it's showing on your screen everything in reverse, but the reason why I'm doing this test is to work out these bugs. So when Monday come, I'll have all these things, uh, hammered out. But this is the way that I learned how to cut any kind of mixed pitch roof. Genesis, give me some ice, please. And some water. Can you see that that says 1389? A 712 rise and a 1212 run, a 12 run, 12-inch run, 7-inch rise, and the hypotenuse is 1389. Can you see that? Can anybody see that? That's watching this. But if you're watching this on the playback, just let me know if you can see any of these things. Let me know how clear it is. Let me know if you see it in reverse. Thank you. I want to see how this works. I think I'm going to go right now and do one from scratch right now. And I'm just going to get a feel of it and see how it works doing this in front of the camera on the spot. And I'm going to do it with a pen. Somebody give me a pen. Black, preferably. Okay, that's good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started because I just want to, this is just a test. I just want to see how this appears on the camera, how it shows up, how legible it is, and everything. So I want to get started right now. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get everything set up for the actual roof. All right. And this is what I do. Okay. Just make a little angle, a triangle. Just like that. Then what you do from that point, go like to the middle. Don't go all the way down to the bottom of the sheet. A little bit past. Then connect this here to there. See that? Then what you want to do is level across. Put a little dot here. All right. Then stretch that up to the tip. All right. Pivot. And you're going to connect this to there. See that? Now what you're going to do is connect these. Then you're going to connect this one. See how I did that? Okay, that's nice and legible. Nice and dark. Okay. Now, this right here is the run for the steeper side. This is the run for the shallow side. Okay. This is the run for the hip. This is the run for the hip. Okay. So this is a rafter. This represents a rafter. This represents a rafter. And this represents a rafter. This right here represents the run the rise of all the rafters. This line right here represents the rise for all the rafter. That's what that represents, okay? Okay. Now, this side, we're going to label this. This side here is going to be the shallow side. And again, on my camera, when I look at my screen, this looks like it's in reverse. I'm going to try to fix that. So it appears on my camera the same way it looks, the sheet of paper looks in front of me. On this side, okay, this is going to be a 712. So we're going to label that side 7-inch rise, 12-inch run. On this side, this is going to be an 11-inch run, 11-inch rise, sorry, and a 12-inch run. So a 712 and a 1112. That's what you're starting off with. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, I would go with an easy number like 6 or 4 or 5 or 7 or 8 or something like that. Maybe I will. Let's just say the run for this 712 side, the run for the 712 side, the measurement of the run in feet is, let's say, 5 feet. 5 foot. Okay. We know that 5 times 12 is 60. 60 inches. All right. Now, we need to know what the hypotenuse for a 712 is. And we'll show you how to do that on a calculator. And you can see my calculator is in reverse too. So you put 7, you squared, plus 12 squared equals, and then square root 1389. 1389. That's your unit for every 712 run. 712 segment, it's going to be 1389. So we got 5 feet. So we got to go 5 times 1389. We already got 1389 in the calculator. We just multiply that times 5 equals. This is the length of that rafter. This is not including the tail. This is from building line to ridge. It's 69.46, about 69 and a half. Now we want to change that into feet, okay? To do that, you just divide it by 12. Equals 5.788. And that's feet. This is inches, okay? Now, 5 times 7 is going to give us the total length of the rise. So 5 times 7 is 35. So we put our 35 in here. 35 inches from the rafter all the way to the seat cut. Is 35 inches on the rise. All right. Now, we already know the other side is 1112, and this is a 712. The other thing you got to establish before you get any further is how long your overhang is going to be. Is it going to be 8 inches, 4 inches, 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 3 3/4, 3 3/8? Is it going to be 12 inches, 2 feet, 10 feet? What is the overhang going to be? This is very, 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 very important before you go any further. And when you're dealing with a mixed pitch, you got to know what your overhang is going to be. Now, for this roof, we're going to make the overhang, let's say 16 inches. Now, since the overhang is going to be 16 inches, that means on the 1112 side is going to be 16-inch overhang, and on the 712 side is going to be 16-inch overhang. So the way you figure for this is you got to figure out, we're going to do it on the calculator. We're going to do it on the calculator. We want to know what the overhang is going to be for a 712. We want the length of the overhang for the rafter length. We want the rafter length of the overhang for a 712 pitch that is 16 inches long. That's what we want. So the way you figure that out is you take this 7, and you divide it by 12. And we're going to do that on a calculator. 7 divided by 12 equals 0.583. Now we want to see what is that if it was 16 inches long. You just multiply that number times 16 equals 9.33. Now, 9.33 is the rise of a 712. It's 9.33. So we're going to store that in the calculator just simply by pressing store 1. Okay, now that's stored. Now we want to do the same thing for the 1112. 11 divided by 12 equals, but what if it was, but we're going to have a 16-inch overhang. So what we do now is multiply that number times 16 equals, so 14.66. So we take 14.66 and subtract it from what we have already stored about the other pitch, which is 9.33 equals 5.33. So look at this. We need to make another line on our paper that represents the plate height difference. This line that I'm drawing, it represents the plate height difference between the two pitches. So you can see I drew a plate height difference. Okay, the plate height difference, we've already got that in our calculator. It's 5.333. So we're going to put that here. 5.333. Okay, and we're going to subtract We're going to subtract 5.333 from this 35 here. Minus 35 equals 29.666. So 29.666. Okay. 29.666 and 5.33 equals 35 inches. So it's the same measurement, but it's broken up into two. On this side, for the 11-12 side, is broken up into two measurements. That's all. Why? Because there's a plate height difference. Why? Because it's 16 inches all the way around. Okay. So that's something you have to be aware of. This is a major, major, major place where mistakes are made in making a difference in the plate height difference. This is a mistake that a lot of experienced carpenters have a problem with. If they forget this stage, it's like downhill. It's hard to figure out what you did wrong. Even for a master carpenter. Yes, master carpenters make mistakes. All people make mistakes. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to do here now. What you're going to do, we're going to extend this line out just a little bit. And we're going to extend this line out just a little bit. All right. We extended these two lines out just a little bit. This line is for the 7-12 side. This line is for the 12-12 common. Now, since we have a 16-inch overhang, look at this. Be able to see my calculator numbers. Okay, there we go. So we're going to take, since our overhang is 16 inches, we want to see what 16 inches is in feet. So what you do is put 16 in the calculator and you divide it by 12. It's 1.333. All right. So we're going to store that into the calculator just by pressing store 1. And it's stored into the calculator. Now, let me show you what's going to happen here. 1.3, okay. 1.333 plus 5. This 5 right here, which is a 5-foot run. If you add these two together, you're going to get 6.333. So we're going to put 6.333 right here. This is all the way out to the overhang. All right. To the subfascia. All right. Now we're going to take this 1.333. Well, we're going to clear the calculator. We got 1.333 stored into the calculator. Now what we want to do is take 29.666, 29.666, and we're going to divide it by we're going to divide it by 11. We're going to divide it by 11, which is the rise, which represents this side here, this side of the roof anyway. Okay, so divided by 11 equals 2.696. So we take this number, 2.696 feet, and we add it plus what's in the mirror, the memory, which is recall 1, equals 4.03. 4.03. 0. Okay, feet. All right. So now that we got our complete run from the overhang, the building line, all the way to the overhang, now what we do is we divide 6.333 by 4.030. And that's going to give us a secant number. Watch this. We're going to clear this out. I want you to see all this stuff at one time. See my calculator and my numbers. Okay, so we're going to put 6.333 divided by 4.030 equals 1.57. 1 is the secant. All right. You take this number and you multiply it by 2.696 times 2.696 feet. 2.696 equals 4.236. Now I like to change this into inches by multiplying it by 12 times 12 equals, so that's 450.840 inches. So about 50 and 7/8. 50.84. Okay, which is 50 and 7/8. So now we have this measurement from here to where the hip starts. Now, to get a measurement for the exact place where the hip is going to be, measuring off the corner of the building in towards the King Common, all you do is you subtract 5 feet minus 4.236 equals, okay, 0.764. What is 0.764 in feet? When you convert it to inches, what is it? Well, you multiply to get that, you multiply it by 12 times 12. Uh-oh. Times 12 equals. So it's 9 and an eighth, which is 9.168. So about 9 and an eighth. So now we know that the center of the hip, measuring from the corner of the building in, is 9 and 1/8. And 9 and 1/8 is the center of the hip. It's not the left or the right side of the hip. No, it's the dead center of the hip. It's the dead center of the hip. That's what this line represents. The dead center of the hip, the very center of the hip. Okay. I don't know if you all are getting this. Or if somebody's going to get this on the playback, but this is just a test. I want to be able to see how legible the writing shows up. If you will be able to see it clear, if you're able to see it clear, just leave in the comment section how it looks, how legible it looks to you, how clear it looks to you, how good is the video quality. Okay, I'm not going to go on a lot further. There's a lot more I could show you. But so far, but I guess I'm going to go a little bit further and I'm going to show you how to get the length of the hip. Okay. Well, I might as well show you how to get the length of this king common here for this 11-12 side too. Okay. The way you do that is you got the 2.696 is your run. So 2.696 is your run. All right. We're going to store that in the memory. Store 1. All right. Now, what we want to do is figure out what is the hypotenuse for 11-12. All right. The way you do that is this way. 11 squared plus 12 squared equals, and then square root. That's your answer. 1627. 16.27. All right. Let's do it one more time. 11 squared plus 12 squared equals square root 1627. So for every foot is 1627. So how many feet we have? We have 2.696 feet times 2.696 equals. Okay. The answer is 4388. 43.88. Let's change that into feet divided by 12 equals. I like having mine in feet and inches, which is 3.65 feet. All right. And this is inches here. All right. Now, the last thing we're going to figure out tonight is the hip right here. The hip right here. Now, the way you figure out the hip is that you come down here to all these measurements we figured out at the base. Okay. And you're going to look at this 2.696 as the rise. You're going to look at this 4.236 as the run. And we're going to do this a squared plus b squared equals c squared to figure out what c squared is. Okay. So watch this. 2.696 squared plus 4.236 squared equals square root. So it's 5.021 feet. Now we want to change this into inches by multiplying it by 12 times 12 equals. So that's 60.25 inches. Now you want to take this and divide it by 16.97, divided by 16.97. Why 16.97? Because that's the foot section of a run for a hip and valley. Equals 3.550. All right. Now we take this 29.66 and put it in the calculator, 29.66, and we divide it by 60.25 inches equals, okay, that's the secant. Now we want to multiply that times 16.97 equals. So the hip pitch is going to be The run for that is going to be 16.97. All right. Now what we're going to do, we want to get the hypotenuse for this. What is this going to be? How long is that? If this is 8 and 35 rise and a 16.97 run, what is this? Very easy. You already got that in the calculator, 8.35 in the calculator. So you just square that. And then you add it to 16.97 squared. 16.97 squared equals, and then square root, which is 18.91. Okay. 1891 times 3.550 equals, let's do that again. 18.91 times 3.550 equals, okay, 67.130 inches. We want to change that into feet. We simply divide it by 12 equals 5.594. 5.594 feet. Okay. That's basically, I did this so I want to see how it shows up on the screen, if it shows up clear, if it shows up legibly. I want to see how the pagination shows up. Mine is showing it in reverse on my screen. Let me know how it's showing up on your screen. Everything I'm doing is showing up backwards in my view. But anyway, tonight I just want to just hone in and see how it looks on camera. Because I want to be able to do a live chat. I want people to join. I want people to ask questions. I want people to throw roof problems at me. I don't care what kind of pitch. I don't care what kind of overhang. I don't care. It don't matter. I don't care what kind of stock of lumber, pole barn, double, triple micro lamb. It don't matter. It really don't matter. If you got a 15-foot overhang, it don't matter. We can figure it out. We could frame for it. Okay. So I just came on here tonight just to test this out and to see how it looks on the screen and if it shows up clear enough. And I drew this with a pen tonight so you all can see it. Hopefully it shows up legibly and clearly. And hopefully the audio comes across clearly too. And what we're going to do, I'm going to show you tomorrow, on not tomorrow, but Monday. Monday is when the master class really kicks off. Everything right now that I'm doing up till Monday is just preliminary. I'm trying to get everything dialed in, trying to get my camera right, my lighting right, my tripod right, and all of this kind of stuff. The different equipment I'm going to have, the type of paper that don't reflect light and stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to get everything all honed and dialed in for Monday, because every Monday we're going to have a class and we're going to be discussing something. And I'm going to be showing you all kind of tricks and techniques, theories. Some of these things you're not going to need on a construction site. And unfortunately, it's wintertime here, because what I would like to do is I would like to do some workshops where I'm actually building something and putting some things together outside, so you can see how this stuff really, you make the cuts. Because doing this on paper is one thing, doing this on a job site, something totally different. With a set of blueprints in front of you is different. You know, it's a lot of technique you need, holding a hammer, using a saw, making angles. It's so many different things. But I'm just showing you the theory. I think a lot of times, uh, in the actual field of carpentry, a lot of guys get a lot of hand-on experience, but they never really get a chance to get that theory down. They never really get a chance, an opportunity to get the theory all dialed in their heads. And so that's what this is about. You know, yeah, we're gonna have some workshops and stuff, and I have projects that I do in my backyard from time to time, and every now and then I get a construction job where I'm building a garage from scratch with a hip roof on it. You know, it's not often, but you know, it happens. Uh, but that's what I really enjoy doing, is cutting roofs, new construction. But anyway, if there's no questions, I'm just gonna get out of here for this evening. Thank you all for joining. Let me know what you think. Sign up for the class simply by going to the comment section and letting me know. It's going to be at 6:30 on Mondays. It's going to be class 6:30 on Mondays. Y'all take it easy. This is Lewis Thomas with Master Carpenter Series channel. Uh, and I'll talk to you later. Shalom.